Good morning, students. In the previous class, you must be knowing that is whenever the charged particle is moving in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. The force acts on the charged particle, and that formula you know it, that is F equal to Q V V sine theta. You know this formula equal to F equal to Q V V, F equal to Q V B sine theta. And here Q is the charge, V is the velocity of the charged particle, and B is the strength of the magnetic field. Theta is the angle made by the charge, motion of the charge with the direction of the magnetic field. Angle between the B vector and V vector. And mathematically and in vectorially, you are representing F equal to Q into V vector cross B vector, and this formula you know it, F equal to Q into V vector cross V vector. In V and B, the velocity and the magnetic field, they are lying on one plane, then F should be perpendicular to that plane. Means to tell that F is perpendicular to that of the V vector and F is perpendicular to the B vector. And in case of that maximum forces, you know that maximum forces, whatever is the maximum, F equal to F maximum, you are getting, that is equal to QVB. This thing you know it. The maximum force acts on the charged particle whenever the charged particle is fired perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. This thing you know it. So here that cases we have to do it. Motion of the charged particle in a uniform magnetic field. And you know it that from the diagram you are finding, already I have put it, the cross marks. The cross mark, what it indicates? The cross mark indicates the magnetic field is directed inward. The magnetic field is directed inward. If it would be dot mark, it would be directed outward. So here the magnetic field is cross marked here. The magnetic field is uniform and it is directed inward. And here what we are doing it, now we are firing the charged particle of amount Q. That plus Q amount of charge is fired in the magnetic field, entered into the magnetic field normally. Normally means to tell that Q is making or moving with velocity V, making an angle 90 degree with the direction of the magnetic field. Clear? Means at perpendicularly you are firing the charged particle. What will happen? As per this rule, that maximum force will be experienced on the charged particle. No doubtly, the maximum force will be experiencing on the charged particle. The question is that what will be the direction of the force? The direction of the force, for that you are using the Fleming's left hand rule. Fleming's left hand rule, FMC. Look it clearly. FMC, that is the force, magnetic field and current. Force, magnetic field and FMC, matlab that C is the motion of the charge. Motion of the charge is no doubt it is indicating the current. In that manner you can remember it. So the magnetic field is directed inward and the motion of the charge is directed outward. Look at here, magnetic field is directed inward and the motion is directed outward like that, perpendicularly to each other. Both are perpendicular, and the direction of the thumb indicates the direction of the force. Means in the direction of the force, the direction of the force is directed towards the left. In this case, we are finding towards left. So what will happen? The force will be directing along this direction. It will try to pull the charged particle towards left. So due to this force, the charged particle will be slightly inclined or slightly bent towards left. In that manner, the charged particle is moving up to this position. Here also the charged particle, the moving tangentially, and the force is acting inward. And here also the charged particle is moving like this way, the force is acting this way. And here also the charged particle is moving in this way, the charged particle will be moving inward. So all the forces, all the corner will be finding the force will be directed inward. And due to that reason, the charged particle will be moving in a circular path. The charged particle moves in a circular path. The important thing is that if the charged particle is fired perpendicular to, case is that, the important case is the charged particle is fired. Case 1 is that the charge is fired perpendicular to B vector. In this case, the charged particle is moving in a circular path with a radius r. Now, as and when it is rotating in a circular path, what will happen? the centripetal force comes into play, and the maximum magnetic force acting on the charged particle must be equal to the provide the necessary centripetal force. That means what is the centripetal force? So you can tell it as the mv square upon r. What will be developed? Mv square upon r, that must be equal to the maximum magnetic force QVV. The mv square upon r equal to QVV, or we can tell it as r equal to mv square upon QVV, and one v gets cancelled, so we are finding mv by q. mv by qv. So the radius, whatever we are finding, the radius of the circular path is mv upon qv. This is the radius of the circular path. The radius of the circular path is mv upon qv. This is the radius. So what will be the time period of this rotational motion? The time period, you know it, time period equal to time period. If you think about the time period, that is t equal to, what will be the time period? 2 pi r, total distance travel equal to 2 pi r upon v, or 2 pi r upon v, or v equal to 2 pi r upon t. So this is equal to what? Here you can get the v. What is the value of the v? Or v equal to how much you are finding? V equal to, or in place of r also you can put it here, no problem. 2 pi r equal to mv upon qv into v, and that v cancel. You are finding 2 pi m upon qv is the time period. You are finding 2 pi m upon qv is the time period. If we talk about the frequency, frequency equal to f equal to 1 upon t, and this will be equal to, that is qb by 2 pi m is the frequency. If we talk about the angular frequency, that is the angular frequency omega, that is equal to 2 pi into f, and this will be equal to 2 pi into, what is the f? F equal to qb by 2 pi m. So 2 pi cancelled, you are finding qb by m. So angular frequency equal to qb by m. So it's very interesting thing is that you are finding that is angular frequency equal to qb by m. So that angular frequency of the rotational motion of this motion doesn't depend upon the speed of the charged particle, because q, b and m, it depends upon the q and the magnetic field and mass m. It doesn't upon the speed of the particle, whatever is the charge is moving. That is the angular frequency W equal to qb by m. This is all about the expressions connected to the motion of the charged particle in the unit for magnetic field. Thank you.